So let's go over seaming. How do you seam together two pieces of knitted fabric? You're going to take a piece of yarn and you're going to put it onto a tapestry needle. You can use a bent tip or a straight tip, whatever is your personal preference. And what you're going to do at that point is you're going to attach it to each piece of knitting. So just go through a stitch kind of towards the end of the work. Leave a long enough tail that you'll be able to weave it in at the end. Then you want to go through the second piece of knitted fabric, just go front to back. And you're going to pull it gently together. Then go through the first fabric one more time. You're going to go underneath. That secures it a little bit. And then when you get finished, you'll weave this in to the back of the fabric. So now to begin seaming. What you want to do is use your needle to capture the legs of the stitch that you're going to secure. So here I'm going to take the two legs of the knit stitch and I'm going to go behind it. I'm going to pull the yarn through. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other piece of knitted fabric. I'm going to pick up the same number of stitches. And I'm not going to worry about pulling it too tight yet. I'm going to get a few more stitches done. So once I've done one on the upper piece of fabric, I'm going to go back to the lower piece of fabric and pick up two stitches. Again, two seams of the V, two legs of the V of the knit stitch. Then go back up above and get the next two legs. So you can see I just grabbed two legs of the V. Then go back down, two more legs. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the yarn that I'm using to sew up the two stitches and I'm going to pull it tight. And you can see that it will create a nice seam where you no longer see the yarn that you're using to sew it up. I ended up here, so I ended up at this lower piece of fabric. So I'm going to go up above and catch the next two legs of the stitch. Then I'm going to go down below and pick up the next two legs of that stitch. And I'm going to alternate back and forth. And then again, you've got a few stitches that are looking kind of loose, so you're going to now use this and you're going to gently pull on the piece of yarn that you're using to sew it up. And you're going to see it like it almost zips up into a very nice looking seam.